We'd like to welcome all of the fans from the Midwest who just joined us. We are set for kickoff here. A perfect day in the Pacific Northwest. Josh Brown, who hit the game winner from 54 yards last week, will get us going. Bethel Johnson is deep, a great kick. Bethel Johnson 2 yards deep. He's got a lane. Johnson, 40, 45. Josh Brown runs him out of bounds at about midfield. This will be Brad Johnson in the offense. The Seahawks bring blitz. They pick it up, a throw and a completion. Troy Williamson, and Williamson has a nice pickup. We'll set the rest of the Vikings offense after this. A pickup of 18, they'll go to the ground. Chester Taylor. Taylor had 123 yards rushing last week against Detroit. It was 2 weeks ago against Detroit. They say they're going to get back to the ground game. Steve Hutchinson knows this stadium very well. Just brought in free agency from the Seattle Seahawks. They're pretty solid inside, sitting next to Matt Burke, and they've got McKinney on the other side. Taylor, as we said, a big day last week. They're going to get him involved some more today.
You have really helped your game plan in this stadium.
33 yards from Ryan Longwell. Clean snap, and it's true. And so the Vikings hold on to that streak of scoring on that first possession. They get 3 up on the Seahawks for the Minnesota Vikings. You got to know 2 guys right off the bat, Kevin Williams, Pat Williams. If you don't deal with them, you won't be able to run the ball. Pat Williams promises to beat up on Robbie Toback, the center, today. And because of their play, Napoleon Harris leads the team in tackles. The secondary, they could get tested here. Quick inside run. That's 5 seconds on the play clock. He might get caught. He just got it off. Throw inside to Jackson, and Jackson could go. He will go. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's lined up straight, and you know he's got the leg. And the Seahawks go up by 7. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. Play action to Moore. Pressure, sack, fumble. Ball is still loose. And I believe the Vikings recover. Third and 17. Robinson wide open. This should be a touchdown for the Vikings, and it is. 40 yards, touchdown strike. Johnson to Marcus Robinson. That's his 3rd of the year. In between the guard and center. Hasselbeck in trouble, and he just takes the dive. Pressure by the Vikings, and it's a sack. Let's go to Los Angeles for this update with Chris Rowe.
Ron, the winless Raiders taking on Arizona. Randy Moss has 3 of Oakland's 4 TD receptions this season. This one courtesy of Andrew Walter. They're up 17-zip on the Cards, and you can hear Denny Green on the sideline say, if you want to crown him, crown him. Back to Ron and Terry.
We're going to love you for that last 3 games. Boy, that could have been blocked. Weldy Moore at about the 20. Breaks the first wave, the second. Still going. Weldy Moore across the 50. And down at the 40-yard line. An excellent return by Moore. And the Vikings have been very good on 4th down this year. They've converted 5 of 6.
But the Vikings have come in here to win today, and they're not gonna play conservatively for sure.
McMullen, and it's high. McMullen queued up about 2 yards short of the first down anyway. 2nd down and 10. Looking inside for slants, and that'll be a sack. Inside pressure. That's Darian Scott, 3rd-year man out of Ohio State in 2004. We're looking for another one here. Down the middle of the field, and it's caught. Marcus Robinson, the big play man, and he's down to the Seahawk 25-yard line. 3rd and goal. Moore, the play action pass, running back pass, and it's caught. Wiggins, touchdown Vikings. What a call by Brad Childress. in the first game action this year for Seneca Wallace. Coming up at Iowa State. 3rd down and 9. Looking. That was late, and it's intercepted by the Vikings. Now this may go down to the simultaneous possession. I don't think so. Let's see what they call it. Winfield ended up with it, and they ruled Vikings football. And an interception in the very first series for Seneca Wallace. He's already hit today from 33 in the first quarter. Tough snap, pushes it. It's going to drift. No good. But he's got to get it together. He is the man right now for the Seattle Seahawks.
And their defensive team. And their defensive team, Ronnie.
Minnesota will keep it on the ground. Taylor somehow gets out of that, and Taylor's still moving. Taylor trying to go to the house. Bulware's got to run him down, and he can't. Touchdown, Vikings. The longest run of the year for Taylor, and I got to believe the longest of the year period for the Vikings. He's going to throw a halfback pass in the playoff game last year. Pump and go. It's not there. Sack. Kevin Williams. Chip shot for him. And it is. So the Seahawks, they stay within earshot.
Like this, you've got to make a stop defensively. You've got to get a conversion offensively.
Pressure. And I believe it's an incomplete pass. Let's see what they call it. It'll be a 4th down regardless for Minnesota. Forced fumble and recovered by the Vikings. Hang in there. Don't give up the big plays and win it late. 3rd and 8. It looked like Darrell Jackson went backwards. Let's see where they mark it. They may have given him the progress. I don't think so. Can't on 4th down. 4th and 1. The belly. This could be trouble. It is. Denied. Turnover on down.
Now that was a nice call by Mike Tomlin, the defensive coordinator. He came over from Tampa.
We'll push it to 2nd down and keep the ball where it was. Pressure. Fumble. This will be a touchdown if they land on it. Touchdown, Vikings. Lieber came around the corner and caused the fumble. Kevin Williams pounced on it.
Ben Lieber just goes ahead and beats Maurice Morris on the pass rush. It's an outside backer against a tailback. Ben Lieber inactive for a few weeks. You can watch him right there, number 51. He's the guy that's going to put the pressure, and watch the tailback try to pick him up. Oh. He gives an arm over. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Vikings. Very good defensive football team. That's the key to this game in my mind.
And that could be the key to locking this one up for good. E.J. Henderson with an interception, and that should do it.
He brought his football team in and did a great job against a very good Seattle team.
Vikings get the win 31-13. The Vikings will go to 4-2. And we will step away for a second and come back up to wrap things up here in Seattle.